I'm Roger Nomer. I'm a staff photographer with the Joplin Globe. I've been with them for about 6.5 years now. I was shooting pictures outside of graduates with their parents and things like that. And tornado sirens sounded and everyone just started to run either for the Missouri Southern buildings or for their cars to go home. And so I joined the people running for the parking lot. So I started heading south on Rangeline and just started to notice some of the buildings were missing the roofs, missing shingles, something like that. So I didn't think it was too bad. And then as I kept heading south, I started to notice that the damage was getting worse and worse. And at some point, it just became completely overwhelming. I couldn't believe the devastation I hit. As I was shooting there, I noticed some kind of movement out of the corner of my eye. And I just swung my camera around. I didn't even know what it was, but at that point I was just shooting anything I came across. And I shot off just about 5 seconds worth of photos of what looked to be a firefighter or a police officer carrying a little girl across the parking lot to his police car. And then I promptly forgot about that photo. There's just so much else going on. And I thought, yeah, that's a nice photo and all, but I didn't really think too much about it. After I shot it, I was just shooting everything else I could. I shot out only at Rangeline for about 3 hours and came back to the office. And so as I was going through, about halfway through my photos, I came upon that photo. And I didn't remember shooting it a little bit at first, but then I remembered the officer and the girl and thought that was a really nice frame. And so I spent a lot of time working that up and made sure Carol and my editors saw it, and it turned out to be a really great photo. I was really busy the days after the tornado, so I wasn't able to follow where all it ran and who all picked it up, but from what people told me, it was on CNN, ABC, on TV reports all over, and one report came in from London that they used it in paper over there. And eventually it made it onto the corner of People magazine with Kim Kardashian as the big photo, but it was in the corner. And so, yeah, it's been all around. It was a bit of a relief, actually, because I had always wondered what happened to them. And I didn't know how seriously the girl was injured or if she was injured. I didn't know who the officer was or anything like that. And so you always kind of wonder in the back of your mind, and especially as I was going through all the other tornado coverage that we had, who these people were and their lives after the tornado and how they made it through. So it was really good to meet them recently and find out that they were both okay and that the fame has kind of followed them and they've been recognized in the photos, certainly. I take it as a privilege, really, that I get to cover not only just the rebuilding of Joplin, but also the strength of the people here. That's what's really touched me and helped me get through, is that most of the news media, they're just here for a couple of weeks at most, but I've gotten to be here for the full 3 months and I've gotten to witness a lot of people and talk with a lot of people whose lives have been affected, but who have been so strong and resilient and want to carry on, and people who have been injured or who have lost loved ones, and getting to meet them and to take their picture. It's really been an honor to do that. And it's really helped me get over the shock, is seeing how strong people are.